going on, everybody, and welcome back. So we are working on the house again, of course. This is the new big project. My cars need some love. I'm gonna have probably a video coming out soon on that. The truck busted the coolant jug. It snapped the nipple off, so it was leaking, so I epoxied it, and then it sprung a leak on the other side of the jug because it's all heat damaged. Too many heating cycles right next to the turbo. It's just done. So I ordered a new one. It's a Dorman off a Mazda 3, so it's a Dorman part, but it's originally off of a Mazda, which is funny because I just found it at the junkyard to use on the truck. And then the Civic, the power steering pump, it's not sounding so good. It's been acting up since I got it when it was cold, but now it's progressing to all the time. So before it takes a crapper and throws the pulley, I should probably change it. So I got another pump that I got at the junkyard, so I think I might throw that on, just see how it goes. I don't know what condition it's in, but you know, worth a shot. So I may do that at work tomorrow or after work tomorrow. Maybe that'll be a video too, but some car stuff coming up here because I have to. Otherwise the Accord's still sitting and the Corvette's still sitting as well. I'll show you guys the progress in the room. So I got the ceiling primed, 2 coats of primer. So it looks pretty good. It's got some sheen differences because my rolling technique was not that good. I'm gonna try to modify that for the next phase. I don't know if you can see the difference in sheen here. You gotta roll one continuous strip from this side to this side. It's like rolling a wall. You work like this. You don't work in like a block here and then come back and do a block down here. You have to keep the wet edge all the way. And I didn't do that with the primer, so it looks kind of funny. But I'm learning as I go here. So I'm gonna still sand this primer and just knock it down a little bit. Hopefully I can get rid of some of the roller marks and a couple imperfections. Like you see right there, there's like something in the paint there. That came off the roller. So in the final top coat, I'll be picking those off and then you know, re-rolling it. But in this coat, I just leave them. We got a couple of weird wave like lap marks here. So if those don't sand out, they won't sand out. You shouldn't notice them on a flat paint with no sheen. You shouldn't notice them as much as you do with a sheen on it. But I just finished coating the walls here. I'm trying to stretch these butt joints out pretty far because they do look like big humps in the wall. This one isn't super concerning because you're not going to see it. But this one, when you come in from, you know, the side over here and you look at the wall, you can definitely see this hump where the tape line is, just because of the way they taped it, and we taped over their tape. So we could have dug a little groove maybe just to sink it down, but they just had a really big bump in the wall. So I'm going to try to take the compound out even further on the maybe an additional coat just to really stretch it out so you don't see it. I'm just trying to get it, finesse it and make it look nice as much time as I have. So I got to go around and find all the rest of the little imperfections on the walls and scrape them / sand them and see what I can touch up here on these walls because there's a lot of imperfections. But once the walls are good, then we can spot prime and paint the walls. So the ceiling is going to get some ceiling paint coming up within the next week or so, and then we can put the fixture back in and really decide what kind of color we're looking at for this room. So we got a few swatches here and we'll proceed with that. So we're almost there, and then we got the trim to do, also the closet. We got to paint the closet. So cross that bridge when we get there. I'll show you guys what's going on outside with the ditch too. I cleared a little bit of stuff. I know everybody wants to hear about the ditch. So we're on the side yard. I mowed yesterday. It really needed it. It was definitely long and it's so wet. It's never a good time to mow over here. It never dries out enough. So I just decided I was gonna go ahead and send it, and it was raining too. But here's what it looked like before. Pretty dense, not really able to get to it, but I do think I can clear this out a little more and have a little more yard hopefully. But you see here where I've got it cleared out, I got a few piles of garbage here, but I used the Ego trimmer and I just kind of got rid of all the vegetation and snip back everything that's in our way, so we should be able to a lot easier dig over here. And it's a lot of prickers and nasty stuff, so just trying to do my best. I'm going to try to continue with it tonight and get rid of this section all the way to the shed. But I'm going to go to the store and get myself some boots because all I have is these sneakers and I'm sick of getting wet. So we'll see if we can clear this out. There's a lot of debris and sticks right here. I don't even know what we're gonna do about all this. I may just move that over here in the meantime. I gotta find out what to do with it. I'm gonna have to burn. That's about the only way I'm gonna get rid of this stuff. So that's probably what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna try to clear a lot of this stuff out, like I said, and we'll get to burning pretty soon. So I got boots. They're not very comfortable, I will say, but hopefully they do the job. Time to get into the shed here, get my trimmer, and we'll get to work. So here's the trimmer. This thing's pretty sweet, guys. It's an Ego, and it's got multiple heads. You got a weed whacker attachment, also this sick hedge trimmer, which, you know, this thing rips. I gotta go get the tripod so I can set you guys up so you can watch me a little bit. Maybe it'll make for a more interesting video than me just talking. I can. So it's pretty dark now. You can see there's like a hole in the ground here. I kept falling in, but yeah, we did clear our way to the ditch, and I'm gonna leave this big thing here. I'll just hand dig behind that. I think we can bend it around that and the rock, But otherwise, we got plenty of width here to do what we need to do, I think. Should be good. Should be good. I'm excited to, you know, get this dug out. Because you can see there's water in it all along. When you step in it, it's just so, it's so wet, you know. I think that the level's just too high. And over here, I think it kind of plateaus. So it'd be nice if we can get that water running quicker. I hope that's gonna work. I don't know, but that's the plan. If any of you are drainage experts, you let me know. But we got a good pitch here. It should run downhill. I don't know why it's just staying in the trench, you know, other than it's just completely saturated dirt, and it just is soaking in instead of running down. And maybe it's because the soil here is sandy or clay. I don't know. Not really sure. I thought clay doesn't soak it in. I mean, it does, but it takes a long time. And then sand, water goes through sand really easily. So maybe that's why it soaks into the soil here, because it's sandy. I don't know. I have to do that little soil test and find out. So guys, going back into the room here, we got a coat of paint on this thing today, and it's been a few hours. It has dried, and my goodness, it looks so good. I mean, there really aren't hardly any roller lines, you know. I mean, God, there's still a few imperfections here and there, but for the most part, this ceiling is just really looks great. I'm so happy. A lot of work went into this ceiling, and it looks amazing. So, can't complain, guys. It really does. It shows well. I think it looks good. I don't know if the camera will pick up how nice it actually looks, but I got a good spotlight here, so it's pretty bright, and it looks really nice. I don't know if the camera's gonna focus on it. It's so light, you know. It's very flat, and it is, you know, there's like no sheen to it, and the texture's nice. And the key to rolling a ceiling is you have to roll continuous from end to end, and then move over, you know, one width of the roller, and then go from end to end. You have to maintain this wet edge all the way along, as you would do on the wall, and move along. But you have to just, you know, maintain the wet edge. When the first coats of primer I did like a patch here, and then a patch here, and then a patch here, and then I would end up with a dry edge, and then it didn't blend well, and the paint was drying and soaking on me. So you really got to do it one roller at a time all the way across. So I learned my new technique here on this coat, and it just came out so nice. I don't think I want to put a second coat. So originally I wanted to do 2 coats of top coat, but this is the first coat of the Sherwin-Williams here, premium ceiling paint, and honestly, it came out so well. What do you think, Naomi? What are your thoughts?
I think it looks good.
Yeah, she likes it.
It took time to dry, and now it looks better.
Yeah, once it dried, I mean, like all the roller lines kind of disappeared. The areas where it's thicker, it takes longer to dry, but once it does, it all blends really well. So I think it came out very nice. So we got this new tripod, and it's really helping out for, you know, showing all the imperfections.
How many women?
Oh God, it's a lot. My dad knows. I don't know. It's pretty ridiculous. 5. It's like a really white light, but yeah, it's good. It's very nice.
Oh, it has a color temperature.
Yeah, color temperature is 5,000, so it's like a nice bright white, but it helps to show all the problems. It is. So we're just working on the little defects in the walls here. You can see the little things that I've filled in all over. So trying to scrape off. This guy, he put a lot of drips when he painted. I don't really know what he was doing, but it was not good. So trying to make the best of a bad situation without, you know, totally redoing all these walls. There's a lot of paint drips. So I had my dad over here. He was going to town with a scraper. I'm gonna come back and putty all this stuff. He did a nice job, because this wall was really bad. It was full of drips. So he did a nice job and dug them all out for me. And now I can fill all the voids, and then we'll have a nice flat wall here, because those little drips would bug me. They were all like big streaks on the wall here. I'm just so particular. I fixed the whole ceiling, and now we got like a messed up wall. So we gotta fix the wall too. it's a never-ending project, guys. But there's light at the end of the tunnel, and I have now a beautiful ceiling, and I couldn't be happier. This stuff, I can't recommend it enough. The premium white from Sherwin-Williams. It went on so nice. There's no roller lines, textured well. It didn't fleck on me, didn't splash all over me. I just thought it was a nice product to use. Could I do another coat? Probably, but I think I'm just gonna save the paint. I think it looks very good, and I'm just gonna live with what it is because it's beautiful. And if I can get away with it, I will. 2 coats of primer, 1 coat of top coat. We're almost white already, so this stuff covered really well, and we're gonna send it. So that's it, guys. Thanks for looking at the updates on the house, and probably get back to you guys pretty shortly with more updates. But this is it for the time being. So the ceiling's done. I'm stoked. It came out amazing, and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. A lot of hours, you know, man hours. Also woman hours. Naomi helped a little bit here and there. She's gonna work on the next project though. We got her doing some washing walls in the other room, and we're gonna skim coat in the other room, so she's gonna get a feel for that, and some painting in here. She wants to help with that, so we're gonna be getting some paint on the walls. We got some swatches there, so it's coming along. Pretty soon we'll be ready to move in. I'm excited. What do you think? How's the ceiling look?
I think it looks beautiful.
Me too.
Almost as beautiful as you.
Aw. Stop. I can't tell what's flatter, the hood on my Accord or this ceiling. What do you think? Whoa.
I'm kidding.
Shots fired. Alright. We're gonna have to handle this off camera, folks. Alright, thanks for watching. Peace. We'll see you in the next one.